Believe in what you're doing. For those of you who watch my videos, you know I stand for believe. I got the shirt, it's at the end of all my videos. And most people think believe is just self-confidence. Believe in yourself. But it's more than that. It's also believing in what you're doing. Believing that you're doing the right thing, and believing that if you are doing the right thing, that it's going to work out. Eventually, it's going to work out. And sometimes you need to have that internal belief because it's going to get so hard. And the only thing that keeps you going is that belief that you're doing the right thing and that it will work out. One of my favorite stories is of Arthur Blank and Bernie Marcus. They're the co-founders of the Home Depot. It started in 1978. And they believed that people wanted to do home renovations themselves. That every time there was something wrong with their house, they didn't have to call a plumber or a handyman to come and fix it. And they wanted to demystify that whole industry, to say, hey, look, we believe in you. You guys can do this yourself. And they set up shop and they said, we want to provide the widest selection of products at the best possible prices, have knowledgeable staff to provide the best possible customer experience, and also put on workshops to help educate people how they can do things themselves around their house. And so they set up shop and they raised money and they started their first store in Atlanta. And they got so excited, right? They had all the suppliers lined up. They had their store that they spent all this time creating, this vision that they had all lined up in their head, how everything was going to work out. It was the right thing to do. The timing was now. Let's go do this thing. And they had their kids, they gave them $1 bills to hand out at their grand opening, so that everybody who comes, who's standing in line, give them $1 bill as a thank you for coming to our grand opening. And they figured, you know, by 11, by 12, we're going to be out of dollar bills because it's going to be so packed. And come 5 or 6 o'clock at night, the kids were chasing people down in the parking lot trying to give the money away because it was such a total failure of that grand opening. So what do? You know, you have this big vision, you have this great thing that you think is the right thing to do, and it totally flops. And you may owe money to investors, or you may, you know, have put tons of time and effort and energy into this thing and it's not working out. It got so bad and so depressing that one of the founders, his wife, wouldn't let him shave for a few days because she didn't want him anywhere near a razor blade. That's how sad and depressed he was. She thought that he might try to kill himself. And so how do you keep going? You know, you've got to be a little bit crazy to be an entrepreneur. You've got to believe in what you're doing so much that even though you're putting all this stress on your family, you've invested all your money, you've taken on money from other people, your self-worth, you feel like a total failure. How do you keep going? And it's from believing that you're doing the right thing. Like, this is going to work out. This is badly needed and it will work out, even though there's no evidence, right? You spend all this money, you open this store, you can't even give money away to people that come into your location. But they kept on going because they believed in the concept so much. And they kept providing great service, and they kept providing workshops. And they looked just for little signs that things were working. And in the early days, one of those little signs was a woman who had a great shopping experience. She came back and she gave them a gift. She gave the founders a gift just to say thank you for the wonderful experience I had here. And over time, momentum built, and customers came in through word of mouth. They had a great shopping experience at the Home Depot, and they told their friends, and they told their friends, and they told their friends. People started to come, momentum built. And you need to allow for time for momentum to build. Things just don't happen overnight. And Home Depot eventually grew to become a multi-billion-dollar company. But it could have all been nothing, right? It could have been all for nothing. They could have quit after that grand opening, when they owed money to people, when they were down on their lives, where they were so depressed that they thought about killing themselves. but they believed in what they were doing. They believed it was the right thing, and they believed against all odds that it was going to work out. Somehow, some way, it was going to work out. You need to believe in what you're doing. If you're doing this business just trying to make money, then fine. Quit, stop, it's not going to work. But if you are passionately behind what you're trying to do, you know you're helping people, then you have to believe that by doing the right thing, eventually it's going to work out, and you have to find a way to keep going. It's too important to you, it's too important to your family, it's too important to all the people whose lives you're going to change. So believe. You guys like this video? Thumbs up below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your business is all about. Let me know what you believe in. Leave a comment underneath and click on my face, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.